first job on a morning is to check under our grow light inside to see what's going on in there, whether anything needs water. Stuff just needs water, quite a bit coming through in there, some peppers, some chilies, courgettes are through, some sweet peas. I can see back there some morning glory, some courgettes, and in this one here we've got some petunias coming through. And this one, just some first signs of green, of coleus coming through. So I'm going to give these a water now, which is a bit of a tricky job, but I'm going to give them a water and then I'll do a next morning job. Next job is to check our seeds that are germinating on kitchen towel. And I think it's fair to say they've only been in here a couple of days, so we've got some leeks going, some parsnip seeds. In fact, that's it, leeks and parsnips. And now it's a trip up to the greenhouse to see how things are going up there. Over the last week or so, it's been a regular morning trip up to the greenhouse to uncover plants. We've had some very cold nights down below freezing, at least one night down below freezing. We have, just thought I'd show you, we have got some wild garlic on flower in the garden, a bit like we've seen outside. And we have got a few bluebells as well. The wild garlic did actually come with the bluebells. Now back to the job in question in the greenhouse. So the tomato plants are down this end. They've all been covered up. They came into the greenhouse at a pretty inopportune time, shall we say, but they were getting a bit leggy inside. So they had to come in. They've been protected with this fleece against any frost. Dahlias are all coming through. I'm hoping this is the last day of having to protect them for now anyway. It looks a bit milder this week. Check on what we've got growing then in the greenhouse. We've got this agapanthus that will be going out soon. Our tomato plants aren't looking too bad now. They looked a bit grim after they'd been in here a couple of very cold nights and covered up. They looked a bit flat, but they're beginning to stand up now. Some lettuce, which is red salad bowl, which we will murder for salads and sandwiches at the moment, and then get some more to follow that on. Dahlias, from what I could tell as I uncovered them all, they'd all been covered with wood chip over winter. They're all going, some much better than others. Some will be going out into the cold frame just to harden off before they go down to the allotment. On the back, some seeds that we're trying to get going. Some mint dust in there, nothing showing in there. No next batch of lettuce. Parsley's showing quite well, and so the chives. They were germinated on kitchen towel and transplanted into there. Next, they're dahlias, and they were germinated on kitchen towel, and again they're looking quite good. No worries with them. Next, some sweet peas. Again, they were germinated on kitchen towel and they're going really well. They're dwarf sweet peas, not sure what we're going to do with those. I did say we'd had trouble germinating leeks. That's all that came up in those sowings. There's virtually nothing going in there, so hence I've re-sown. Some herbs that were sown much earlier look like they just want a drop of water this morning. They're our next batch of brassicas, which are ready to go out now, so they'll go to the cold frame to harden off for a while. Some zebrung shallots, don't know what I'm going to do with those, might just find somewhere for those. A few old brassica plants that we can get planted out. Some beetroot that's again ready to go to the cold frame for hardening off. Some more dahlias in there, different sort, again germinated on kitchen towel and looking quite good. And finally a few more normal sweet peas and some cabbage plants. We have had some visits to the allotment, but generally we're getting on with cultivating the soil, nothing very exciting. Although one day we did put our first couple of rows of early onward peas in. It was our usual way of putting peas in. I do the trenches, Sue puts peas in the trench, lots of them, much more than anybody would ever tell me to do, but we've found this way works for us. We just put a few peas in and nothing comes up, so we prepare for it. We get a big bag and we'll use them all up, but we get 2 rows of peas and we're normally quite successful. I mentioned earlier we'd had some cold nights and the frosts have blackened the centre of some of our strawberry flowers. It means we'll not get any strawberries off that one. That's how it should look if it's survived without being frosted. Queen cock's in full flower. Hopefully we'll get some apples. As I've said, we've been doing a lot of cultivating, getting beds ready for planting up, getting them weeded, getting them tilled. So we're now in a position where we can get started planting all sorts of things, weather permitting. This side of the plot is the wettest, and so far we haven't got many beds sorted out. So there's one here that needs weeding. Started trying to dig the one in front, but we need to get this side of the plot sorted out. That's it then, a quick roundup of what seems to be a regular morning routine now, which will change a little bit, hopefully now the frosts have finished. Anyway, thanks for watching, bye for now.